Chick here, and it is time for another Think Tank Thursday. Yay! As you can see, we have a special guest with us this evening, my beautiful friend, Miss Jennifer Hill. How are you this evening, doll?
I'm doing great, Dana. Thank you for inviting me to come play with you tonight. I have no idea what's going to happen tonight, but we're going to have fun.
We will always have a good time. It is going to be great. So I kind of wrangled you in without a whole lot of details, didn't I? I said, hey, Miss Jennifer, come play live with me, and it'll be great.
Really great. Exactly.
Yes, and it
And
will.
so
It
today I'm
will.
like, wait, what are we doing? Like,
It'll be so much fun. So, as folks are coming in, and I see that we do have some folks making their way, make sure that you say hello in the comments section so that we know you're here and we can interact with you. And for those who are familiar with Think Tank Thursday, you guys already know how it works. For those who are not familiar, let me give you a quick little rundown of how it goes, okay? So basically, this is not like your typical Facebook or YouTube live. This is not a tutorial live video. This is a fully immersive, fully interactive, all about having fun and kind of flying by the seat of our pants, if we're being honest, crafting live with you. Okay. So what that means is that Miss Jennifer and I are both going to be creating our own project, and we are going to use the same product collection. And I'll let Miss Jennifer tell us about that here in just a second. But basically, each of us will be doing our own project. And as we go along, we will give you an option of a this or a that choice. Okay. And it could be something like, are we going to do a portrait or a landscape card base? That could be your first question. Or which color of cardstock shall we use for our card base? This or that? And we'll be looking in the comments to see what you guys say. So you guys are going to get to tell us how we designed the card this evening. It's going to be so much fun.
sounds like fun. I just want to say hi to Evelyn. She logged on and she says she's surprised because I sent out an email today and I'm like, surprise, I'm going live tonight.
I love it. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Miss Sherry. Thank you guys for coming. All right. So, Miss Jennifer, would you like to tell us about the products that we're going to be using this evening?
Yeah.
And would you like me to put the hands down, or you don't want to hold them up?
Yeah, why don't you put the hands down?
All right. All right. Here we go. Now and there we are.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we are going to use the beautiful Gallery Bloom Suite. Like, sorry, I got a little ring light here. It's a little reflection, but this is one of our mega suites. And what a mega suite is when we have two bundles that coordinate together to help you make beautiful, creative projects. So we have the Gallery Bloom stamp set that has these beautiful floral images. And then it has the Gallery Blooms dies, which have coordinating dies, but it also has in here some really cool frames. So it has some dies that are just shape cutouts, like you cut out leaves or little florals. And then there are some that are actually the outline for the stamp image. So you have a bunch of fun options there. And then the second bundle in this suite is the beautiful motifs. And this one has all the sentiments and then some texture-y stamps. Mm-hmm. And then these dies are really cool because a couple of them, actually one, two, I guess all of them except maybe this one. No, this. There's maybe it's just two. They partially cut. So when you use these cardstock, it doesn't fully cut it out. It cuts out the design and you can pop up some of the leaves. So that is really a neat feature of these dies. Also in the product suite is some gorgeous designer series paper called the Beautiful Gallery Designer Series paper. And this is a 6x6 paper. And as you can see, it has some beautiful kind of landscape type scenery on the front sides. Just going to kind of flip through them here. Some artwork, like these are just beautiful paintings. It reminds me of paintings. Mine might be out of order. This might be my favorite piece, and I think I need to frame it and put it in my studio somewhere. Really pretty. Let's see. And then another artwork, but then some really cool, what I call B-sides. So some really cool patterns. So you've got some kind of like oil painting strokes, some kind of wallpapery looks.
I was going to say it reminds me of Nana's old wallpaper.
Yeah, so that's exactly, Dana, how I felt when I first saw this bundle and saw this paper. I'm like, that really is a dated paper. But honestly, as I have used it and seen more projects with it, it's really, really gorgeous, and it's just beautiful. So
yeah,
you also have the Damask Designs embossing folder, okay, with these cool shapes, again, like the curtains in Grandma's house.
Say that 10 times fast.
Right. Some really neat kind of heavy metal pressed flower motifs. So these are, just open these up. I haven't even used these yet, but they're kind of like brass, kind of antique brass. And then a beautiful classic ribbon, basic beige classic ribbon. So those are kind of all the products in that mega suite that we get to choose to play with tonight. All this.
Yay!
Yeah. And one little cool thing about this, Dana, is that if someone that's watching, one of your customers or my customers, if they're not currently on our teams, they can join our teams right now and get these mega suites in their starter kit. This is special right now where you can join for $99 for $165 a product. So it's worth way more than that.
Yes, it is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. All right.
You actually can get the entire suite plus like an extra $20 worth of stuff, $30 worth of stuff. So that is massive. That's huge.
That is an all for $99, free shipping, no shipping. Yeah.
That's awesome. Right.
That's awesome. All right.
And this massive mega suite, it has like 16, or maybe it's 13. I can't remember if it's 13 or 16, but it coordinates with all these colors.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. It's beautiful. The suite is gorgeous. There's so many options.
14 colors.
14.
Yeah. 14 That's a lot colors. Of colors.
Yes.
That's a lot of colors. When I was pulling the paper, I was like, what? Look at all these.
I know. It just kept coming and coming. I'm like, one more.
Yeah. All right.
More. And it's using a couple of the new in colors as well. So we have Cloud Cover and Secret Sea in here, which is amazing. I always love using the new in colors.
Yeah, and then we have one of the last year's in colors with the pumpkin pie. No,
peach pie.
Peach pie. Yeah, I'm like, that's
it's one of the pies,
right? One of the pies, and I think we have pecan pie in here too. So
we do.
Do we? I think we do.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
I feel
one of my regular girls made a statement.
So the only pie in here is.
One of my regular girls made a statement about how Stampin' Up! Must really be all about the sweets because there are so many different pies to choose from. Uh-oh. Do you have a little bit of a lag? Oh, dear. All right, folks. Well, hold tight because I am certain that Miss Jennifer will be back. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Let's see. There she is. Give me just a moment here. We'll bring her on back. There she is.
I don't know what happened there.
Oh, technology is so absolutely fabulous until it's not. That's just all there is to it.
I know. Hi, Melissa.
All right.
Tell your faces.
Shall we get started, darling?
Yeah, let's hop to it.
All right. So, hey, Melissa. Oh, we've got a couple of Melissas in here this evening. Wonderful. And more folks are coming in. Come on in, friends. Come on in. Have a seat. Get ready to have some fun. Okay. So, Jennifer, would you like to get us started or would you like me to, darling?
I don't know how we start this. This is my first time, so I think you got to lead by example, Dana.
Well, you don't want me to lead by example. Okay, so friends, as we mentioned, there are so many choices for what to start with on colors. And so I wanted to show you something before I get started because it wasn't in my mind in the first place, but like Jennifer was going over the dyes, and obviously I have not used the Gallery Blooms dyes yet because I didn't know, and it's always a wonderful surprise when some of those dyes that you expect are going to cut a whole thing out just cut a beautiful little embellished thing on the paper. I see Melissa giving me a hard time. So anyway, it's so much fun because you put the dye on there and you go, oh, that's super cute. Well, it didn't cut it out all the way, but it's beautiful nonetheless.
Yeah.
So with the frame, I knew from on stage, we got to do a sneak peek of it. And I knew that there was some fun things here, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. So I did go ahead and cut a piece of designer series paper first, just to give you guys an idea about what it does, because it kind of looks like it could be an embossed, like maybe a die cut frame with an emboss. Sometimes they do that. What is it? What does it do? Well, here it is. So this is a 6x6 sheet of paper, the DSP that I trimmed down. Let me straighten up my camera there for you guys. I got to do a little finagling there. I cut off a 1 3/4 inch strip off of the top. So I've got some clouds here I can save for something else later. So this is what's left. This is the 6 by 4 1/4. Is that right? 4 1/4 by 6. So this is the outer edge. This is what's left after the frame die cut. So you can see there, that's what's left. Okay. The frame itself die cuts this and this.
Yeah, that's cool.
And this. Okay. So when you do this one die, it's going to run through and it's going to give you 3 to 4 frames. Okay. So bear that in mind when you use this thing. It is absolutely fabulous, but it definitely cuts into multiple sections. Okay. And I have the measurements here for you. I'll bring that up just a bit here so you can see. This is the measurement of the frame itself. And I was thinking about those, what do they call those, Jennifer, with the layers of kind of like an eclipse card, right?
Right. I don't know. Is it called an eclipse card?
If it's not, it's similar because it's layers with the paper die cut. Okay. Yeah. So what I have is the layers of my paper, and then of course I would have my cardstock layers to put behind it. And I would make my cardstock layers just slightly bigger so that it covers the whole, and I could put it up on dimensionals, or I could just put it straight like that.
How
super pretty, cool. Right? Yeah, very neat.
Simple layering, Melissa says.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, Melissa. You're right.
And that's so pretty with the scenery type designer series paper.
Yeah. So let me just grab a piece of cardstock here so I can hold it up, because otherwise it's going to buckle. We don't want it to do that, but I'll just give you guys a quick, there you go. So you can see what it looks like with the layers of color in there. And of course, if you popped it up on dimensionals, both sets or even just one, entirely up to you, but it'll also make a different look based on how much of it you pop up also.
That is
So that was pretty cool.
That is cool. Well, you're making me want to share like what this other die cut looks like. I didn't know.
Yes, please. Yes.
So I'm just going to cut out really quick this die cut just out of the scrap garden green cardstock. I've got my cut and emboss over to the side over here. So
wonderful. While Jennifer is cutting that out, I'm going to ask you folks, I think we'll just go ahead and stick with this thing for right now because I've already got these pieces cut out. Should I do that was totally cheating, wasn't it? But I'll do something else too. Okay, so should I do where's the Mossy Meadow? I think either a Mossy Meadow base. Look at that. A Mossy Meadow base or gray granite. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys.
So I think we're having internet issues in my neighborhood.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, while Jennifer is getting ready to show us that die cut, here is your choice. Okay, so get your fingers ready.
Yeah, I am having some internet issues, I think, in my neighborhood.
Oh no. Okay, choose Mossy Meadow or gray granite for the card base. All right. And while you're voting, Miss Jennifer, are you back with us, lovey? Are you there? Oh no.
Oh, I don't know what's going on tonight with our internet.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Uh-oh. Oh no. Can you hear me now? Well, folks, we're going to keep trying with this, aren't we? Okay, so like I mentioned, yes, if you would go ahead and vote, are we doing a Mossy Meadow card base or are we doing a gray granite card base? Ooh, you know what? Actually, would gray granite, or yeah. Just stick with that. Okay, so gray granite or Mossy Meadow. Okay, so guys, go ahead and do your voting. And I believe Miss Jennifer is back in. So we'll go ahead and let her back in here right quick. So choose again. There we go. There she is. Are you back, love? Jennifer. All right. There she is.
Yeah, we have been having just before I went live tonight, when you had me switch to the other thing when we were testing tech stuff, it did not, we started having internet issues and my husband's like, I just had to restart my phone. So I don't know what is going on, but it keeps going in and out. So anyway, I see they're choosing between card base color.
Yes. Have you restarted your computer by chance?
I'm gone again. Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's okay. Technology is wonderful when it works, and when it's not, well, you know. All right, let's see here. We have 3 for gray granite and 1 for Mossy Meadow. So it looks like gray granite's going to be that base there. All right, Miss Jennifer, are you back, love? Can you hear me? Jennifer, are you there? Knock, knock.
I don't know, am I?
There you are. Oh, that is so funny. It is. Have you restarted your computer by chance? Oh, she's gone again. Let me message her right quick, folks, and just ask her if she has restarted her computer. There we go. Okay, so we will go ahead and keep going, and hopefully Jennifer will be able to come back in with us, and we'll be able to continue to play and have a good time here. So let me figure out, where did I put my paper trimmer? I hope you guys are able to see me okay. If somebody could let me know in the comments, is my screen clear and is the audio clear on my end? I'm hoping that it is. On my end, at least on my screen, it doesn't look frozen. Yeah, if somebody could let me know if you can see and hear me okay, that would be wonderful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take the gray granite cardstock, and I'm going to cut it at 5.5 by 8.5, which is 1/2 sheet of cardstock. Okay. Yeah, she says that she's restarting her router and her computer, folks. So hopefully she'll be back here in just a minute. All right, perfect. Thank you, ladies, for letting me know that it's good on my end. I appreciate that. Okay, now I'm going to score at 4.25 inches here. Woo! And let me bring that down this way so that I don't accidentally cut it. You guys know how that works, right? This trimmer is absolutely amazing. And I love that it has both the score blade and the trimming blade. But I have to be really careful about which one is right at the forefront, because otherwise I go zoop and of course it's too late. All right, let me set that there, and I'm going to bring my base in, fold it over, and I'm going to burnish that score line with my bone folder, okay? That makes a really nice, crisp card, which we love. All right, now let's take a look and see here. All right, you can see that this die cut piece is just slightly smaller than your card base with regard to even sizing, right? Now, this is going to be a discussion, because for those of us who may or may not have some, let's call them particular choosing of location, we need to decide, are we going to center this on the card, which is beautiful? Are we going to bring it up near the top and line it up on the 3 edges? And perhaps we could put a ribbon or something across here. Or are we going to put it near the bottom and leave it open? So my next question to you is, are we going to center the piece, or are we going to move it to an end? And I think this one would probably be better than the bottom. So I'm going to give you those 2 choices. Do we want it to go in the middle, or do we want it to go near the top? Okay, so you guys decide if we're going to put it in the middle or the top, and comment and let me know, okay? And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and glue these layers together so that they're ready for us, okay? All right, let me grab my Stampin' Seal. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all, this paper, if it is not already in your stash, oh my goodness, it totally needs to be. It totally needs to be. She was not lying when she said that at first she thought it was dated, but then she started playing with it and it was not. It is absolutely beautiful paper. I am in love with it. Okay, I'm going to do a little right here around the edges. So that way, I think we'll be able to decide if we want to do dimensionals or if we want to put it directly. Let's see here. Okay, I have 2 choices for top and 2 choices for centered. You guys are not going to make it easy on me today, are you? All right, so go ahead and vote. Comment in the comment section if we should center our piece or if we should put it near the top, okay? So centered or at the top. All right, I need some help, friends. And this one, the frame is a little bit harder, as you can imagine, you know, because it doesn't have the support of the center there. So I'm just going to take my time here, line it up, and then lay it down. I'm not going to try to stretch it or anything. I'm just going to let it lay how it does. That way it doesn't get distorted. Melissa, you can't vote twice, you cheater. All right, I see Kel K has voted for top as well. So top it is. All right. Then let me do this. And I think we shall, whoops, there we go. That wasn't really an oops, but you know, there we go. Okay. Oh, I'm going to turn this upside down. All right, now you're going to have to remind me. I'm turning it upside down so that I can see better and not lean over, okay? And I've got the top pointed the right direction, so that's all good. And I'm just going to, nice and easy here, line up with the 3 edges. There we go. And then let it come down just like that. Very good. Okay, now we got it. Oh, yeah, you were helping me decide, huh? I love it. All right, friends. Now we need to choose. Are we going to pop none of it? This is glued directly down. Are we going to pop only the top? Or are we going to pop all the layers? So this one's a 3 for choice, okay? No popping at all, 1 popping, or 2 popping. So you can just comment none, 1, or 2, okay? And hopefully we don't have a stank still. Let me see here. Miss Jennifer. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, Melissa says she's a dimensional kind of girl. I am too, my friend. I really do love the dimensionals. Let me see if I can find some little pieces of dimensionals here that can help us decide. Oh, there we go. That one can sit right there so it can show you what that looks like. Pretty cool. Okay, and here we go. Hold on just a minute, folks. I see that she is back. Let's try this again, okay? All right, so you guys keep thinking and decide. So none, 1, or 2, all right? I'll be right back here. Let me bring her in. There we go. Hey!
Oh my goodness.
There you are. Did that work?
Well, I hope so.
You sound good.
We had to restart the server and everything. So
yeah,
not really sure. Trying to figure out my other camera. Oh, I know why. Right.
Yeah. Melissa says 2. Sherry says 2. Amanda says 2. All right, go for the gusto. I like the way y'all think. All right, what do you think? Have you got? Okay, yep. There we go.
Okay, now I got my hands. So,
all right.
What did I miss?
Very little, Actually, well, I don't know. We decided to do the gray granite.
Okay.
And I told them they had to choose because it's such a difficult decision about whether to put the frame in the center or near the top or the bottom because it doesn't actually, fit this way like it fits this way. And they've chosen near the top. So we've got that. And then they've chosen for the layers to all be popped up.
Okay.
So they're going for the gold. All right, darling, if you want to go ahead and are you ready to?
I just pulled some things out that like I thought were pretty together and I was inspired by. So
I love it.
I really want to use this piece of paper. It's one of my favorite pieces of paper in there. So
That's beautiful. Is that the one that has Lost Lagoon? Is it Lost Lagoon?
It's cloud cover, and I think it has Secret Sea, and it even has a little bit of Mossy Meadow. Let's see if it goes with Lost Lagoon.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, and
It's
all
that
these
one, right?
big pile of papers
Yes.
down here. I know.
Oh, yeah. That's a beautiful one.
Oh yeah, it could go on the Lost Lagoon, but I actually like it better with those combos. But anyway, so
Yeah, no, those colors are gorgeous. I was thinking that there was Lost Lagoon in there, but you're right. It's cloud cover and Secret Sea. It's beautiful.
yeah, and then I think you could even, if you wanted to go even more dramatic.
Oh,
Yeah. So let's see. So I need to let's see. All right, let's start first with I need to decide on a card base, right? So let's decide.
Maybe choose two of your favorites and let them choose.
Help me choose between the Secret Sea and the Basic Black for a card base.
She comes in hot. That's a good question.
Yeah, I want to see what the thoughts are.
All
so
right,
I can get
folks.
caught up here.
Yes, that's all good. I'm telling you what, I don't know about y'all's place, but we sometimes have a very hard time with the weather. So if there's cloud cover at all, if there's rain or a thunderstorm, it can jack up the whole works.
We got 3 blacks and 1 Secret Sea.
Ooh.
I have someone here. I have another black. What do you think, Julie? Black. All right. I think we're going black because
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go black. That's really pretty.
These girls are going for the gusto today.
All right. Let's see. Do I need to ask portrait or landscape card?
Ooh.
Now, sometimes when I think fancy cards, I think portrait cards, and I like to do a tent top. Like, like if I'm going to sway the crowd here at all.
There you go. I think you may have done it too.
I like a vertical card, a portrait card, but a tent top. So that would be, let's see if I have one here and my zillions of cards laying around.
Now I'm going to remind myself to open my card, always check to make sure that I've got it the right way up.
Yeah. This is, oh man, Melissa Perswell, she's trying to challenge me tonight. She says landscape.
You got to watch her because she is already on it. She is, yes.
We got to
look at that. You're getting.
Yeah, so this is for anyone, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, this is a portrait tent top card. So this was a card I made Tuesday night on my Facebook Live. Tuesday Night Live is what I call it because I wanted to be like a Saturday Night Live party.
I love that.
But this is a tent top. All right, I got 3 portraits. All right, that's what I'm going with.
That's right.
Maybe.
Sorry, Melissa.
Okay.
All right. looks like it's not.
All right, there is my card base. Okay. Now, I have not like pre-thought about this. So I have to like get some little ideas here. So a friend of mine made a little sketchbook with the sketches from our catalog.
That is the neatest thing ever, Jennifer.
So I think that I might pull out a couple sketches and see what I'm inspired by.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Because I like a good sketch for, especially when I'm going on the fly like we are here tonight. All right. So I'm going to pull this one out. Hi, Robin. Nice to see you.
Miss Robin. Hello, darling. She was in the hot seat a couple of weeks ago.
I saw you guys had fun.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's see. I'm going to pull out 2 of these sketches and let everyone choose and see, but I got to pick out 2 I think I can do on the fly.
Right? Wasn't it a great idea, Robin?
Yeah, so Robin, if you are really nice to your friend Hillary in Georgia, she might hook you up with one of these or tell you her source.
I love it. Sherry, I agree. I think we do need to get some of those.
Yeah. Okay.
She says she likes being in the audience tonight.
All right. I don't know why these have some. I can't give you those. Those are too similar. This is what happens when you do something on the fly. You kind of have to like, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
It's all good.
All right. So here we go. I got 2 sketches here. We'll call this sketch A. I know it's kind of tiny, but this is sketch A. And then this is sketch B.
Ooh, yes.
So sketch A or sketch B.
Very nice.
A, B.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just thought of something. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're loving the A. Oh gosh, did she just disappear again? She did. Oh, here she comes. Hold on. Are you there? Oh no. Miss Jennifer. Miss Jennifer. I think we should totally show her what her picture looks like because she'll love that. Oh, you are lucky, girl.
I do not even know. Y'all, I am so sorry.
You froze up just right where your face was absolutely fabulous.
Well, you
and I was
came
going to
for
take
a
pictures
show,
and
and
send
that's
it
what
to
you're
you.
getting.
Oh. All right, let's see if we can get our hands back open here. There we go. All right.
Sorry.
You're fine. Oh, yeah, she's surprising us. That's right. Hi, Miss Dawn. How are you, lovey? Are you there, love? Oh, Jennifer.
I mean, I hear you. I don't know if I'm here or not. I don't know where I am. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's all good, love. It is all good. They're gonna start a drinking game to see how many times you come into the room. All right, friends. I have the layers put together. Oh, Lord love her. She's frozen again. At least it's a happy face. All right. So we have the front layers done here. And, most of the card front is basically already done, or it can be mostly already done because that paper is just, it is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? So I have, let's see here, cloud cover ribbon or secret sea ribbon. And you guys can choose which one you think I should use. Oh, right, Robina. It is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? I think as we were talking about the DSP earlier, Robin, we were telling everyone how beautiful it was, and on first glance, it kind of looked like it was dated a little bit. But when you get it in your hands, and I find this to be true with most all of Stampin' Up's designer series paper, you get it in your hands and you go, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. I mean, look at that. Isn't that pretty? This would be a very pretty little 6x6 framed picture. Just gorgeous. And there's another one too. I know the one that Jennifer said that she liked so much. It's, where is it? Did I pass it already? Oh, right there. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful. All right, I've got a secret sea and I've got a couple of cloud cover. All right, so I'll give you one last shot here. Let's double check, try this again. Okay, there we go. All right, so here's cloud cover and here's the secret sea. Just absolutely beautiful. Okay. So go ahead and comment and let me know which one you prefer, and we'll go from there. All right. Hello, love. Can you hear us, darling?
Oh my goodness.
Are you guys having any kind of weather?
Am I actually back?
It sounds like it.
Not completely yet.
No. No.
It's going in and out. It's going in and out for me. So,
I'm sorry, darling.
Am I what?
I said, I'm sorry, darling.
Me too. Me too.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3.
Me too. I mean, it looks like I'm here now. So,
yes. Go for it, darling. Take the stage and run with it while you can. Can you go onto my YouTube? Let me see. All right, Secret Sea is actually the winner. So we're going to set this one right here for just a minute until I decide what I'm going to do with it. And and then we're going to bring out...
I don't know where I am, but...
Are you there?
It recorded what you were just saying.
It did?
Mm-hmm. I heard you say.
So it's possible that what I'm saying you can hear, but...
Yes.
Sound is delayed.
Lord love her. I know she's getting frustrated. I completely understand. I'm telling you what. For folks that don't know, sometimes this streaming business, a lot of times the streaming business is more in depth, more detailed, more difficult than it maybe seems. But sometimes it's a real bugger. So, oh, I'm going to send her a message right quick so she knows that we still love her and she can just keep trying if she wants to or whatever. There we go. There we go. All right. Friends, those of you who are watching from Miss Jennifer's channel, please continue to watch so that it will still continue to rack up her viewing minutes. And hopefully she'll be able to come back in again too. So we can at least help her out that way, right? All right. I think I'm going to do a thinking of you here. And we'll see if we can put it there, but I'm really not sure that that's gonna work out for me, but we shall see. Oh, I'm not sure if I could do FaceTime. You got my wheels turning, Miss Evelyn. Let's see here. I wonder if by chance I could bring her in. Let's see. Sorry, friends. Hold on just a moment. Let me see if I can figure something out with her here. The script sentiments. The script sentiments? What do you mean, Melissa? If you're talking about that stamp set that just has the really long scripts, I don't have those. I know that's bad. Like when three people are FaceTiming. Okay. She says sometimes the sound is way behind. I know that typically when you're doing these streams, what you're hearing me say at the time that you're hearing me say it, I've already moved on to the other thing to say. So there's a good 15 to 20 second lag between what I say and what you hear. And they are flowy. I know. I love them too, Melissa, but I have, let's see. She says sometimes the sound is way behind. It's weird. And then it speeds up like a helium addict. Oh my goodness. I love her to death. She's so fun. Okay, let's see here. I can totally put thinking of you down here. So that's what I'm going to do. And we need to decide, are we going to use Secret C or am I going to use Memento Black? Okay, so let's decide if we're going to use Secret C or are we going to use Memento ink? Okay, so let me know what you guys decide. Another thing that you could do to spice this up a little bit would be to maybe put the ribbon underneath this piece and tie it on. You could wrap it around the whole card front, and you could do that. The reason I don't typically, especially at the end, is because I don't want it to slide off, right? But I can show you what that might look like. Right now, this would also be a very nice masculine card. So, you know, instead of tying a bow, you could just tie a knot right here. And I can show you that without cutting it. Okay. So there we go. And that's really pretty. And then, of course, you would want to put a sentiment. Come on now. You'd want to put your sentiment on the inside. And if you were to put your ribbon around the base like this, which you really could, but I would definitely put a bit of tear and tape along the back, like in here on the back side, or even up here on the front, so that way it stays put and it doesn't come off the card, right? But that is very pretty. It's really simple and just a really nice, clean, beautiful masculine type of card. But let's step it up just a little bit, okay? Something that you could do, like Melissa had mentioned, those beautiful scripted, is it scripted words, Melissa? Is that what it's called? The sentiments, is it scripted words maybe? What she's talking about are really nice, long, flowy a sentiment that would have covered a good share of the card base here, and that would have been absolutely perfect. But I don't have those stamps, unfortunately, so I can't use those. But we can do Thinking of You here, and we could tie either a bow or a knot. So a bow, and this ties really pretty bows, so there's that. Let's bring that in here, checking to see. All right, hold on just a second. I believe she's back in here. Oh, she was, but she's stuck. Oh, all right. There we go. Okay, friends, I'm just going to keep an eye for her, and hopefully she can come back in, and it'll be all right. But here we go. Okay, so the bow. Okay. You can do a bow on a man's card, but a knot's probably a better option. But we could do a little bow right there, and then the sentiment right here, and then our card is done and beautiful. Something else that we could do if we really want to step it up is to emboss this in gold, or yeah, I would do gold, I think. But you could emboss it in gold right there, and it would give just a nice little pop of beautiful color. And then, of course, our little bow as well. So that's very pretty. And I think that I'll keep the bow. I mean, I might as well. I've already tied it, right? No sense in wasting a perfectly good bow. Let me trim my ends here. Oh, I tell you what. There we go. All right, let's see. Do we have? Nope, we don't have her back yet. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep checking, friends, but stay with me here. All right, there we go. We'll put that right there. Get that out of the way. Okay. And then I believe the majority ruled on Secret C for the sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one. And I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat because we're using photopolymer stamps. And so we want to use some sort of a cushion here to give us a really good, clean and crisp image, okay? That works for sentiments, images, all the things. It's just a generally good rule of thumb. If you're using photopolymer, use some kind of a cushion base, all right? Okay, so let's see if I can get this straight-ish. I'm going to try not to put my head in the way. There we go. Yes, very pretty. Okay, now I am a no naked insides and no naked envelopes kind of girl. So not only do we need to figure out what we're going to stamp on the inside of this card, but we also need to figure out what we're going to do for the envelope. And while we're thinking about that, I'm going to go ahead and put my bow on right there with a little glue dot. Okay, very cute, right? As it is, you could totally leave it like that. Now, I will say that if you're going to put some of these really pretty pressed flower motif embellishments on here, you probably want to be careful not to put them on the top unless you're going to put a piece of cardstock or something in your envelope. And I generally run the rule of no more than 2 layers of dimension for a card that's going to go in the mail, because that's per 1 stamp. Now, obviously, if you want to go over the top and have 10 layers and all the embellishments and everything else, you're going to need extra postage, but you know, it does make a fun, happy mail. So there's that. We don't have to worry about it. But if you want to keep it with just 1 postage stamp, at least here in the US, generally speaking, 2 layers of dimension is where you want to stick in order to make sure that you're not going over their US postal threshold for postage. All right, so now let's see here. I don't know about you guys, but I sometimes have difficulties figuring out where I want to put my bling. Sometimes it goes on nicely, sometimes not so much. And you know what? I think that could do right there. Maybe bring it up here. What do you think? Here or here? Tell me what you think, huh? Here or here? So bottom or top? Let me know, okay? And while you guys are deciding that, let me just double check. I see, oh, go ahead, Melissa. Thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful day, darling. I appreciate you hanging out with us for a bit. All right. Okay, so are we doing our embellishment here below, or are we doing it up here? I guess either one is beautiful, huh? Top of the knot, top of the knot. Okay, very good. All right, there we go. I like it. Maybe bring it just a bit. There we go. All right. Okay, very nice. I love it. I'm telling you, I am one of those people. Sometimes I will keep picking at it and it's awful. Okay, we're going to move on. So let's see here. We're still struggling, unfortunately. She may have given up on us. Let's see. Yeah, I think she's working on it, folks. But like I said, go ahead, especially if you are watching from Miss Jennifer's channel. Just keep watching and it'll at least keep giving her some view minutes, okay? All right. Now we need to figure out our inside and our envelope. And for the inside, you know, that's not actually white, but it's kind of white. Let's see what basic beige looks like. Cloud cover, I believe, is going to be a little too dark. Basic beige, I'm not sure that I like the basic beige with the gray granite. It doesn't really look good to me. Okay, let's see. Here's cloud cover. Cloud cover is bright enough. That's kind of pretty. Let's see. Did she make it back? Maybe. All right, let's take a look and see here. Let's see. Miss Jennifer! There you are!
Was this supposed to be circus night? Because
Apparently.
I think that's what it is. Because I've been sitting here, but yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
Lord love
I don't
ya.
think I'm gonna stay connected. I don't think it will. It's disconnected. It's disconnected already again.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we can try this.
It looks like there's some wind coming in.
There you go. All right. Go ahead and tell us what you got going on, love.
Oh my gosh. I've just been sitting over here doing some things so that if it ever did come back up again, I would be like, you didn't get to make the decisions, but
That's okay.
I'll just tell you where I'm at right now. I took and cut the designer series paper down with just a 1/16 of an inch border.
Mhm.
And then to replicate the little banner on here, because I'm going to get disconnected. It's going to disconnect again. This banner, I have the DSP cut out with that really cool die. And it's disconnecting again. I don't know that anyone can hear me.
We can still see and hear you, I think,
But
love.
I'm just going to work.
Beautiful. It's still going.
I think I'm off again.
Let me message and let her know that she's still going just in case. I'm not sure how much. Oh, and there she went. Oh, okay. All right. Well, it looks like her project is going to be absolutely gorgeous, as we all know it will be, right? Because she is amazing. Okay. So let's see here. I'm thinking we can do either a cloud cover or a basic white layer for the inside, and then also do the layer of Secret Sea as well, okay? So let me grab that Secret Sea. Where did you go, friend? There you are. And so what I would do is I would go ahead and cut a layer of Secret Sea for the inside here, and then either do cloud cover or do basic white. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys decide. Are we doing cloud cover or are we doing basic white for our inside layer? Okay, and while you guys are deciding that, I am going to go ahead and cut a, let's do 5 1/4 by 4. Not the embossing layer. Melissa says the white inside. Okay. And let me put this layer down. Okay, Amanda says white also. All right. There we go. So not that one, but instead this one. Okay. Oh, and actually I need to cut it a little bit smaller because let's do that. I have a stack of basic white layers that I have already cut for me at 5 1/4 by 4, and I do a whole package of them at once. That way, you can just quickly pull one out. But since I did the blue at 5 1/4 by 4, I need to trim that white just a little bit. Evelyn, I see you, and I feel the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Let's see, 3 3/4 by 5, I believe, is what we will be doing here. Okay. All right, so here is the white. All right, so that's the white inside. It's perfectly fine. It's beautiful. And here is the blue inside. Okay. Now, something that we could do if we liked the blue inside is that we could bring this piece in, maybe just a little strip of it. And that way it kind of ties in better with the front. Or we could do that also with the white, right? What do you think? I'm going to let you guys decide there. I'm going to go ahead and cut a strip off here. So that way we've got it ready. Let me do... Let's do 5/8. Okay. Now remember, this is just the leftover from that 6x6 sheet of paper. So we're still just using that same 6x6 sheet of paper, okay? Which is wonderful. I love it. Okay, here we go. This will give you a little bit of a better view, all right? So here's what it would look like with the white. We can either go all the way to the top, or we could just do that, and that would be beautiful. Okay. Or we can do the blue with the sky. And I feel like with the blue, it actually kind of looks better to put it at the top like that. Okay. So let me see here. All right. So from here. Okay. All right. I need to know, are we doing the white or are we doing the blue on the inside? And I think it's safe to say that we all like the little DSP strip. So are we doing the white or the blue with the DSP strip? So there's the blue, there's the white, there's the front. Okay. All right. And while you're deciding, I'm going to grab an envelope. And of course we have the white envelope too. So, it's just fine for this to be white if that's what we want to do. And then do the DSP strip there. It ties into the envelope as far as that goes, just like that. Totally fine. Or are we doing the blue? Here we go. Okay. And then I'm going to grab another piece of designer series paper, because we can definitely keep this a more masculine card. And I'm good with that because it's so hard to find masculine cards, isn't it? It's crazy. All right, let's see here. Okay. Then we can use this. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this. Okay. All right. I'm going with the blue. I see the majority of people are going with blue. And I'm going to put just a little strip of adhesive along the top edge of the cardstock there. And then I'm going to bring in my clouds, line it up on the edge. Okay, there we go. Trim it off. And then glue this down. I think I really like the way that the blue looks because I like that it's got a more subtle look to it. And even with the bow on there, which we could take off and just put a knot. Let's see here. I did say that this would be a masculine card. So you could leave the bow or just do a simple little knot. So the way that I do that is I just wrap it around my finger and pull the tail through, and that's it. Just like that. And then it would go on there. And it looks very similar. Let's see if I can pull the bow off. It looks very similar to the bow, but it gives just a little bit more of a masculine feel. You know, not quite so girly. Okay, and then we want that one there. Okay. All right, so there's, and let's turn it this way so that it goes up just a little. There's the knot. And so you can see there that knot is a little more masculine related, and we have that there. And then on the inside, we have this. Now let's see, we could do You've Been on My Mind, or I'm Always Here for You, or just Hello. So let's do a choice here. Let's do You've Been on My Mind or Hello for the inside, okay? We already have Thinking of You on the outside. So are we going to do Hello or You've Been on My Mind? Actually, You've Been on My Mind seems really redundant. So let's do Just a Note or Hello. Just a Note or Hello. Okay? So you guys decide. And while you're deciding that, I will trim this paper down just a little bit. Okay? Oh, it would help if I keep the words. There we go. Just a Note or Hello is what we're going to do on the inside. Okay. All right. Looks like Just a Note is the winner. Okay. All right. Is Miss Jennifer back? Okay. Hold on just a second, guys. There she is. This has been a fun evening.
Oh, right. So fun.
All right. So what have you got, love? I see something gorgeous right there.
Well, I've just kept working on this, even though
Mm-hmm.
I keep getting disconnected, but
That's the best you can do, babe.
so I cut that beautiful detailed die out of cardstock and I put a piece of Secret C underneath it so it just kind of peeks out.
I love it.
And I used some of my favorite like necessary dies that you have to have in your collection, which are the stylish shapes.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
added those because those are like glue or Winkostella. You should just have them.
Yes. Amen.
So I kind of just have some layered effects going here.
Nice. Now, is that a stylish shaped circle also?
It is a stylish shaped circle in Secret C.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and then I think instead of using the ribbon, I think I'm going to use some black baker's twine on here.
That'll be gorgeous.
Yeah, so I know I missed a whole lot while I was gone.
Well, you're looking really good and clear right now.
Yeah, I wonder if it's because my assistant Julie, helper Julie, left, and I wonder if like her piece of her phone being on our internet was like the extra
overload,
thing. But I don't know. We'll see. If it doesn't break up again, I'm totally blaming it on her, and I'm gonna tell her.
I bet she'd let you anyway. Oh,
So
it is funny like that though, honestly, because our place is the same way. I have to let everybody know that I'm going live, so like, get off the internet please, because you just don't know. All right, I'm struggling to see over my head.
yeah,
here.
I mean, I don't normally have that issue with my normal weekly lives.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, and that being said,
I
it's
see
starting
you've
to
got
look
something pretty coming together there.
Yeah. So we have our multiple layers here, and we're making this totally masculine now. So we've got thinking of you and a little
I'm
note
not
here. Yep.
optimistic
and then just a note. Yeah. Yep. All right. And then I think for the envelope, I like the idea of doing a little bit of trim on the bottom here, and then maybe across the flap.
A white insert here. Yeah, it's Julie's fault. That's what I'm going to say. But it's not really, because it's breaking up now, so I don't believe it really is her fault. But she's not here to defend herself.
That's right. Oh, thank you so much, Melissa. Melissa loves both of the cards.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I don't think I got dropped completely that time, but I definitely am lagging.
Come on now. Okay, friends. Now, I'm sure that you guys know this, but if you are putting any kind of
I don't know about you, Dana, but I love having 1/2-inch strips of designer series paper left over from, when I cut and trim things, because I love to add them to the inside of my projects.
Yes, absolutely. Uh-oh, is she leaving us again? Hello. Nope, you're there. Oh, that's crooked. Ooh. Very gently. Very, very gently. And you grit your teeth together too to make sure
Well,
that.
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
I don't know if you can, but I am going to. I can. It's a little broke up, but it's definitely lagging. So because it's lagging over here, I don't know if I should be talking or not.
It's okay, darling. You go ahead. Oh dear, she's gone again. Oh my. Okay, friends. So what I was saying is, if you are going to put something on your envelope, DSP, a sticker, a die cut, whatever it is, please make sure that you adhere it down very, very well with no edges being able to fold up. And US Postal will love you that much more for it, right? Okay, now this is, of course, a masculine type of card. So, we've got just our little trim of DSP there to tie in our card. And then on the back side, a nice little strip there across the flap. So just a little something. You could indeed grab another piece of that DSP with that beautiful scenery there and put that on there. I just wanted to use up the rest of that one piece of DSP though, and I think it looks good. So we're not going to worry about it. But that being said, if this were a feminine card, I would probably stamp some flowers or something like that on there, to make it beautiful because, we like pretty things, right? All right, let's see here. It looks like she's trying to come back in, so give me just a minute. There we are. All right. All right, Miss Jennifer, how are we doing over there? Are we good? I don't think she can hear us, folks. Jennifer. All right. Looks like she's putting on some of those beautiful elements. You can see right there. They're pressed flowers motif, and they actually are quite heavy duty. So they are pretty heavy. They're not super high profile, which is nice, but they're definitely heavy. It feels like a bag of pennies. All right. So it looks like she may have her card nearly finished. This one is the quick and simple masculine type card. Miss Jennifer has an absolutely beautiful feminine floral type of card over there. And it's incredible because the two of them are made with basically the same products. But it's just so much fun to see how you can make all the different things with the same products. And it's just wonderful. It's one of the things that we love, isn't it? All right, Miss Jennifer, are you able to hear us, love? Miss Jennifer. Well, we can watch her anyway. All right, so I will take a picture of this card and I will share it with Miss Jennifer so that she can share it with her folks, and I will ask her to take a photo of hers so that we can share it on my page for my folks as well. And I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this evening. I know it was a bit rough with having the internet cutting in and out, and we can never tell when something like that happens. I mean, there's just nothing you can do about it except smile and keep going. So anyway, I really appreciate all of you guys being here, and I'm sure that Miss Jennifer does as well. And thank you guys. It's just been so much fun. So remember, as Jennifer had mentioned earlier, that the entire mega suite can be purchased through a starter kit with the current promotion going on to the end of this month, which is what, 2 more days? 1 day or 2 days? 2 days, I think. And so you can get $165 worth of product for only $99, which is an absolute steal. All right. So thank you all so very much. And I hope that we will see you all next Thursday for another Think Tank Thursday. And I will see you all later. Okay. All right. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.